Okay, so we have two terms in here. How we know the difference between terms is plus and minus. Plus and minus, 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 plus, plus, plus. Okay? That's how we know. Now we have to figure out the degree, right? We know this has two terms. Now we have to figure out the highest exponent, which in this case is 4. So what do we call the highest exponent? What's it called? Degree? So the degree is 4. So we can classify this from the table, right? Remember what I said from the table. Constants are numbers. One variable is linear. x2 to the power of 2 is quadratic. If it's 3, it's cubic. If it's 4, quarters. Quartic, quintic, 5. 6 and above are now just numbers. 6, 7, 8, 13th degree. Okay? Monomial, 1 term. Binomial, 2 terms. Trinomial, 3 terms. Polynomial, 4 terms. Nothing more than polynomials. Right? So we're going to go ahead and classify this. So what is this? We have 2 terms and 4 degrees. So what's it going to be? Quartic binomial. Right?
Yeah.
Any questions? You want to have this table memorized. Okay? And I give you multiple ways to do it, right? Remember, a number is just a constant. You know that from Algebra 1. You also know linear. It means there's one variable. Quadratic means x2. The line's flipping around. Okay, it has 2 x's. Cubic, that means it's going like this. Quartic, 4. Quintic, 5. Mono means 1. Bi means 2. Bicycle. Right? Tricycle, 3 wheels. 3 terms. Polynomial, poly, 4. Okay? And what I would do is right when you get your test, write this down. Okay? Because then you don't have to ask yourself. You can use your own table. Memorize it, get it down on a piece of paper. All right, let's look at this one. How many terms do we have here? 2? 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 terms, right? Now what's our highest degree here? 3. So our degree is 3. Okay, so what do we call this thing? Okay, so cubic. And then we're 3 terms. Any questions? No difficult math, right? No, there is no math. It's just a matter of looking at what your degrees are and then how many terms you have and classifying it, right? Until we get to standard form. Okay, I have a question. Is this one in standard form?
No.
It's not?
Yeah.
It is. What about this one right here? Yes, it's in standard form. It's exponents descending. Okay? What about this one right here? Is this one quadratic? Or is it in standard form? No, it's not. So, first of all, let's break down what this is. How many terms do we have here?
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're 4 terms. Now, we need to put these in descending order if we're putting it in standard form, right? So what's the highest?
4.
4x4, and then plus 2x3, minus 2x, minus 3. Is that in standard form? It is. 4, 3, 1, 0. Right? What's the highest degree here? 4. So degree is 4. Okay, so what do we call this thing?
A quad.
So say like quarter, tick. Quartic. Polynomial. Now let me show you one other thing too. Look at this. If you just remember the first 3 words, or the first couple of letters of the words, it's all nomial, right? So mono, bi, tri, poly. You only have 4 things to memorize. This one tells you what it is. You should know cubic is 3, right? Quadratic is 2 to the power of 2. Quartic, 4. 4 quarters in a dollar. Quin, 5. Everything else is numbers. Okay? All right. Just remember when you have multiple things going on within a term, like this one right here, when we go to find a degree, there's no operation, right? So what do all these have in common right here? Just like you do now yesterday? How many terms are these? One. So every single one of these is going to be a monomial, right?
Mister,
Yes.
why'd you put 0 under the -3?
Because a constant which has no variable is 0 degrees. Okay? And this would be in standard form, descending, highest to lowest. Okay, so these are all monomials, and the reason being is we don't have plus and we don't have minus, right? So these are all single terms. So we know if we go to classify these are all going to be this, right? Now we want to count to what degrees they are. What degree is this? What degree is this? 7.
7.
Yeah, 7. Right here. 7. We're looking at the exponent. So we would call that our degree would be 7. And if we were describing this would be 7th monomial. Any questions? All you have to do is look at the exponent and then the terms. Okay? What about this next one? Perhaps is this exactly the same thing? It is. It's to the 7th degree. Oh, yeah, it's the 7th degree because this 7 belongs to the n. We're not concerned about that. That's 0, right? So this is the same exact thing. 7th monomial. Okay, someone's time to shine. Who wants to tackle number 5?
Is 4 degree?
Yes, it's 4 degrees because we're going to take the exponents, add them together. x1, y3 equals 4. The degree is 4. How many terms do we have here? 1 term. So we're going to go 4th degree, quartic monomial. Now I have a question. What is the leading coefficient in this problem?
7.
Negative 7. So LC is negative 7. What about this one?
9.
Yes, 9. LC. If you're going to come in, you better remove that hat. Oh, thank you. What about this one right here? What would this one be?
4.
Yes. Doesn't matter what it is. If it's a minus, it carries the minus. If it's positive, it keeps it. Even if it's a fraction, okay, that fraction becomes the leading coefficient. Now, the leading coefficient, when it's in standard form, highest exponents to the lowest. Any questions so far? Now's the time to ask if you don't get this, or if I need to go through it again. Which one? Number 4? Okay, that's a constant, okay? But it's to the 7th power, okay? So we're going to look at this. There's 1 term, okay? So it's 1 term, but what is our highest amount of our exponent? 7, right? So it becomes, after 6, it's 6th, 7th, 8th, yeah, and so on. 14th, 18th degree. Okay? Any other questions? Okay, what's this one right here?
0.
Good. It's 0 because it's a number. How do we classify this? What's this called?
Constant.
Constant what?
Mon-
Monomial.
Yeah.
I need to go back to you.
Okay, we're already halfway done, right? Okay, first question. Number 7, is that in standard form? No. How many terms do we have?
3.
3. Okay, so we're going to look at the terms, right? And then we're going to classify them. So this one is 1, this one is 3, and this one is 0, correct?
Yes.
How do we know? No exponent. No exponent is 0 degrees. B, a variable by itself, it's at least 1, so this one's linear. So there's a 1 there. This is 3. Now, we're not adding these together because it's the highest degree within the term, okay? So that means this one's going to go first, correct?
Yes.
So standard form, think of it this way. I'm going to write it for you. x4 plus x3 plus x2 plus x plus a number. Okay, that's the order it needs to go in, depending on what the degrees are. Normally you're not going to have over 4, but if you're 7, 5, and 3, you need to put them in descending order. Are we clear? Okay, so we need to rewrite this now, right? We're going to write this one first, b3. We're going to write minus b2 next. Oops. Minus 3b. And then plus 7. This now is in standard form. We have the exponents in descending order. So what's my leading coefficient here? We can't see it. What's my leading coefficient here? 1. Because there's what in front of the variable that we can't see?
1.
What if this were negative b?
Negative 1.
Very good. Okay, what's our highest degree? What's our, yes, 3. Our highest degree, so our degree is 3. Now we can label this, right? We have 3 terms, and we have third degree. So we know it's going to be cubic. What's my next one? How many is it? 3. Trinomial. Okay, any questions? No, not yet. We're going to it now. How many terms do we have on this one? 2. 1, 2. Are these in standard form? Are they?
No.
They're not.
Flip them.
Correct. This one's going to go first, so it's going to be 9a9 plus 7a8. Correct? So we know our degree is 9. Okay? So 9, how many terms? Binomial. Okay? Naomi, how are you doing? You okay? Okay, who wants to do this one?
There's 4 terms. That's all I say.
Yes, there's 4 terms. Is it in standard form? It's not. So let's go ahead and count them. Okay? That's one term, 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms. Now let's put them in order.
5, C, 4.
Yep, that's the highest. Now these are the same. What do I do with this?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but I'll explain this in a minute. So let's just call this 2 and let's call this 3. And then this one's the last one, right?
Yeah.
Is that in descending order?
Yes.
No. This one's going to be higher, right? 4, 3, 3, 1. I did that on purpose. Whoops, 0, excuse me. Right?
Oh.
Those 2 degrees are both 3s.
I thought we were just like numbering until I that's right.
So we know this is going to be first, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5C4. Now, do you remember what I said here?
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Now, but it kind of does. Think about this just for a minute. They had the same variable, and they had the same exponent, right? And what type of math? Are they addition or subtraction?
Addition.
Can't we just add those together because they're like each other? Yeah, they're like terms. So we can add these 2 together. So this becomes 5C3. Do we see that?
Oh, yeah.
2 and 3. Don't forget, you can simplify sometimes. Okay? And you can only simplify when the exponent and the variable are identical. Then you have to look at the math. Let's say just for that this was minus. Then it would be minus 1, right? So the operation that's in between them when you go to simplify matters. Whatever the symbol is in front of it belongs to it. Okay? Well, in this case it is plus, so we can add them together. 3 and 2.
Yeah.
5C, oh, yeah, 5C3.
The exponent?
We don't do anything, we don't add the exponent because they're the same.
Okay.
Okay, now all we have is the -4. Now, let me tell you why we talked about this. We had to simplify this because if we counted this as 4 terms, would we have classified this right? No, we would have classified it wrong. We would have said it had 4 terms when it really had 3 terms. right? So we're going to count this. 1 term, 2 terms, 3 terms. What's my highest degree?
4.
4. So it's going to be quartet. And 3 terms, trinomial. So do me a favor. On your paper, I want you to write, if you can simplify, simplify. Okay? They have to be identical. The exponents have to be the same. You need to focus on the symbol that's in front of it. What's my leading coefficient in this case? What is it?
5.
5. Okay. Flip over your sheet just for a second. Okay. 1 through 25. What you're doing here, it's giving you what your options are, right? You're just going to go in and tell me what those are. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to classify them. Okay? And then you want to put them in standard form. Okay? On all of them. And some of them are already standard form. Now you're going to notice some of the problems are pretty similar to what's up on the board, maybe even identical. Okay? 27 through 34, that's the same stuff that you did yesterday. Remember, when it's one term, there's no addition and subtraction, you add the exponents together, right? Like this right here. That's 1, that's 3, that degree is 4. Okay? Beyond that, you have plenty of time to get this done. Okay? This is good practice, then we move on from it. Now, here's your opportunity. Is there any of these that I need to go through? Or do you want to look at your worksheet right now and pick 2 and we'll work through them together? Yes? Do you do number 26? Okay, I'm allowing you to pick 2. What do you think? You guys want to attempt them yourself?
Yeah.
Good talk.